Hey everybody, I'm Trisha Swenson with VDL, and I'm actually stuck in traffic. We're at I-70 eastbound. Went to go do the show, and I'm stuck here, but we're gonna tell you about what's going on today. We're gonna let you know about this snowstorm, and we're gonna let you know how you can navigate the roads with our show. So VDL starts now. Hi, I'm Trisha Swenson.
I'm Brazzo.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Ken Hovey.
I'm Meredith Kirkman.
I'm Ty Diaz.
I'm Charlie Kennedy.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
Bell Daily Life.
We are VDL.
VDL. We are VDL.
Yes, we are. We are VDL, and holy snowstorm, top 10 worst commutes I've ever had in my entirety of living in Colorado for almost 20 years. So let me just tell you, you just saw Trisha. She is stuck in her car at a standstill, very close to Lion's Head. I-70 is closed over Vail Pass eastbound right now. We're getting all sorts of alerts. And I think that what happened is that everybody got the snow squall alerts that popped up on our phones this morning. And then everyone was like, oh, I better get on the road because there was so much traffic coming over from Eagle this morning. I've never seen that much traffic in my 2.5 years of living in Eagle. So I don't know what everybody was thinking, but I think apparently the same thing. So the roads are pretty intense right now. You're going to find a couple different accidents. And here you can see right at the bottom of the valley floor that everything has just stopped on I-70. We can probably see Trisha waving from her car. She's in that section right there. And so once Vail Pass opens, obviously that'll help to kind of clear out that traffic. But for now, oh, Trisha, don't be drinking a whole lot of liquids, girl, because it's going to get real awkward. So here's a look at what's going on with our cameras. You can see on Vail Pass and right at the main Vail exit that we don't have any traffic because it's closed. And then just about half a mile east of Vail, we have just a little bit of local traffic that's making its way. And then in Dow Junction, Mary was saying she came through Dow Junction this morning and it was very, very scary. So Mary, what was it? Was it the ice or was it just the snow? The visibility was really bad. So obviously the visibility has improved for right now. However, we could still see more of that snow and wind gusts up to 50 miles an hour today. So that could impact not only the roads, but also the gondolas and the lifts out there. So take it slow and easy. Just be prepared to be late for work. Just be prepared. Just give yourself a lot of extra time. But my goodness. Whew. So should we get to what's coming up on the show today? Well, first of all, things are going to be changing a little bit because I think everybody is stuck in this traffic or not even close to getting to their destination. However, we are going to get some holiday cookies with Natalia Gray. Also tonight, there's a really cool event that's taking place at the Ski and Snow Sports Museum. And later on tonight, we should see the weather subside a little bit. So hopefully we can get over there. Also some upcoming performances at the Villard Performing Arts Center if you're looking for a great way to enjoy some live entertainment for the holidays. What's sparkling over at Beverage, your headlines, your weather, your events, and so much more. So that's what we're looking at right now. But I think maybe we should probably let's talk about the weather, and then let's bring Trisha into what's going on with that weather. So it's all brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne, where you can find that elevated savings. You know, we are 11 days away from Christmas. So if you're still looking for those perfect gifts, but you don't want to break the bank, you're going to find that elevated savings at Outlets at Silverthorne each and every day. And if you go on to outletsatsilverthorne.com, let me do this right now, you can always find added sales. So, in addition to what you're gonna save 70% off name brands every single day. But like for instance, at Carter's today, $7 and up fleece footies for the little guys. Also over at Gap, they are doing 40 to 70% off on almost all gifts. And that's at the Gap Outlet Kids and Baby. That ends today as well. So great promotions going on over there. Now, according to opensnow.com, which is my favorite resource for our winter weather forecast, we are going to see those temperatures really kind of cool off throughout the day. Right now in Vail, it feels like it's about 17 degrees, and you can see that wind gust on that graphic says 28 miles an hour, and that visibility is about half of what we can typically find on a sunny, clear day. So we're only looking at maybe about 2 to 5 inches by this afternoon, according to opensnow.com. And again, and those wind gusts up to about 50 miles an hour, which really could affect your gondola and your lift operation. So tonight through tomorrow morning, things kind of dry out a little bit. And then we have another system moving in Thursday afternoon through Friday morning. And this one could maybe bring another 2 to 4 inches. So good chances of snow through the end of the week. And then we kind of dry out a little bit until December 23rd. So it's all brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. And obviously, again, you can see that traffic backed up all the way through the valley floor. Trisha Swenson is live in that traffic right now. So Trisha, oh, you're moving.
Okay, we're moving. Yep, you know what? I'm not sure what happened, but everyone's getting off. It does say Vale Pass closed, park in the structures. So all of a sudden the traffic started going. So I'm going to head to the Vale Village structure, and then we will stay there until, until the show is over and everything. So that's the good news. And yeah, the police, they're blocking the on-ramp to I-70 eastbound right now. So everyone's just kind of being shuttled off into the parking structures. And they'll open it up when it's deemed safe. And boy, but what a mess. I know that you guys were talking about the commute and that alert, and the conditions have improved so much since that squall moved through. At first it was till 6:15, then it was until 7 a.m. So we don't have that squall that we're dealing with right now. But Ashley, I heard you mention the 50 mile per hour. I heard even 80 mile per hour winds over on the eastern plains of Colorado.
Eesh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Crazy.
tell you, Trisha, I don't know if you found this too, but like those rumble strips were my best friends on my way in from Eagle this morning because you can't see a center line anywhere. You can't see any lines. You're just kind of like feeling it out and just like hoping that nobody runs into you. It's crazy.
Yeah. Ashley, it's called driving by braille. Okay. By
Yes.
braille.
Yes.
You're
That's
just driving
exactly.
by braille.
That's what it felt like. It sure did. Like, thank goodness for rumble strips. Well, listen, I'm going to let you get safely to a place where you can park. Thank you.
I'm almost in the parking structure.
Okay. All right. We're going to come back to you in a little bit. Trisha Swenson, right? Like, girl, always doing her best to be here live with you in her car, getting stuck in traffic first thing this morning. Mary, do we have anybody chatting with us? Is anybody up and saying hello this morning? Listen, if you're watching us on Facebook or on YouTube, please reach out, say hello, let us know what you're up to, and let us know if you have any questions. Clearly, the driving here in the Vail Valley is going to be a little tricky this morning, but you can also find us on Roku, on Spotify, on Amazon Fire. You can find us on Apple TV, and also you can find us now on, wait for it, Outside TV channel 17, as in these guys right here. So you can find us locally right there on Outside TV channel 17. Oh, and Meredith's dad is watching 17 right now. So hello, good morning to Meredith's dad. And we are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have a look at what's going on with your headlines, more with your traffic and road reports, and we'll see if Trisha has made it safely into the parking structure from I-70 being closed this morning. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
we go. Miller in motion. Wait, is that a baby on the field?
It looks like it, Craig.
And the defensive linemen are playing peekaboo. I've never seen anything like that before.
Harris now appears to be burping the baby.
That's a great moment right there.
Ref going to the rule book here.
Well, wait a minute. Harris is off to the races.
We don't need any more trick plays.
Touchdown!
But we could all use more ways to save.
Are you kidding me?
It's gonna be a long bus ride home for the defense.
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. All pass prices reduced 20%. Prices go up November 21st, so purchase yours now.
Join us in a virtual presentation for this year's Eagle County Public Safety Awards. Help support those individuals and safety agencies that work daily to keep us safe. Sunday, December 19th, 6 p.m., youtube.com/Starting Hearts Vale. Call 970-763-5306 for more information.
Welcome back to your Wednesday edition of VDL. So it's already the 15th of December. We are halfway through the month. Can you believe it? And, you know, if you need to have a little extra caffeine to get things going this morning, especially if you are going to be tackling the roads, hopefully you can just stay put. We love a little Vail Mountain coffee and tea, right? They're our local company. They have their roastery in Minturn that opens at 7 a.m. They're open from 7 to 4. They also have their second location in Beaver Creek. I was just up there the other morning. Delicious, fresh brewed, locally brewed coffee products. They also have great happy hour options. And just looking at the menu over at their roastery, they have everything from your typical, their macchiatos, their cortados, cappuccinos, lattes, mochas. They also have some delicious sweet and savory treats, including their breakfast empanadas, some quiches, and then of course they also have great gifts. Like if you want to get something for somebody that has everything, they have some delicious coffees that you could send to your friends worldwide, which is really cool. And also they do free shipping on other orders, no minimum. That's a nice little bonus. So let's take a look at what's going on in the paper for today with your Vail Daily, free every single day, and those blue boxes from Vail all the way down to Dot Cerro. So beautiful shot up at the plaza on Tuesday night in Beaver Creek, and you can see how they have their art installations all lit up. It just contributes to the magic of that atmosphere. And then of course on our front page, the big story is a broken systems reckoning. So Colorado has $500 million to fix its mental health system, but it will not work without the workers. So as we flip into that first page, it really goes into what's going on with our mental health system and how it's broken. So you can learn a little bit more about that today. It really goes in depth. And then also as we move into the next portion of the paper, let's see what we've got going on here. So Vail area snowpack, it's lagging, but it is early. So thank goodness we have some of these storms, this week. So that is good. So the bad news is that the snowpack is unsurprisingly below 30-year averages, but the good news is that the numbers can quickly get better at this point in the season. And then moving on to our next article, for the X Games, I know this very intimately because I was working there for the last 7 years. So only vaccinated fans and athletes will be allowed at X Games this year. They've really pared down what they've done in the past, which is why my job as someone that was interacting with the fans has been eliminated. But just make sure that you are aware of what's going on for being there at the X Games this year, because things have significantly changed. But at least fans are allowed back, because last year that was not even a thing. So you can learn more about that on page A22. And then speaking more of sports, this is really, really cool, very exciting. So one of our Vail locals has been named to an elite cycling team. So Mac Dorf, he is part of this top U19 road cycling development team in the U.S. And apparently it's grown to become just arguably the main pathway to the pros for American junior riders. So congratulations goes out to Mac Dorf. You can learn about his journey there on page A33. And then somebody else who knows a thing or two about a journey is Sean White. So he's 35 now, and he is still pursuing his 5th Olympics, which is pretty amazing. And you kind of get to dive in a little bit more into his headspace and to what's going on with him as he enters into this year. So we have the Dew Tour coming up this weekend. It's the second Olympic qualifying event, and so you can go over to Copper and you can actually watch it live, which is really impressive, because talk about watching the Olympics. the people that are going to be there, they're going to be competing right in our backyard this weekend. So if you'd like to enjoy it, make sure to check out that article on page A35 so you can get all the details at Copper this weekend. Now, if you're going to go over to Copper today, well, might take a little bit longer than it would otherwise because the roads are a mess. Now, first of all, Vail Pass is currently, as far as I'm aware, let me check my EC alerts right now. So it was closed eastbound, but Trisha did just get moving into the parking structure. So nope, looks like it's still closed. And you can see there that we do have the main Vail exit that people are getting off on the surface roads. Dow Junction is clearing up a little bit, so you can still see that people are making their way to their morning commute there, but not as significant of traffic as what we saw first thing this morning. And then you can also see it, like I-70 is very, very quiet out there. So according to my EC alerts, it looks like Vail Pass eastbound is still closed right now. So just be aware of that. And then when it does open, be aware that the chain law is going to be effect in between Vail and Copper Mountain. So you have to have those four-wheel drive, you have to have those snow tires or chains. So interesting. Look at that. We saw one truck getting through there. All right. Well, ecalert.org, that's where you can find more information. You can get the text alerts. You can get the email alerts. So as it stands, according to my EC alert, eastbound I-70 is still closed right now over Vail Pass. But we'll keep you updated. We'll keep checking in throughout the show. Is Trisha available? Is she parked? Is she in the structure? Okay, let's check in with Trisha and see where she is now and what's going on out there. Oh, Trisha, you were out of your car. Look at you.
Oh yeah. We made it. We parked. We got through the stop there on I-70 eastbound is closed. So they have closed down the on-ramp to go eastbound up over Vail Pass. They're asking cars to just pull off to the side. If you are coming here, if you take the West Vail exit, you can take the frontage road. Be here just fine. I just talked to Shar from Eagle Valley Humane Society. She had to run in the hospital for a few other things. And so she's going to join me pretty soon because she is in town. We're hoping that we can talk to Jen Mason with the Colorado Snow Sports Museum as well. So it just kind of depends on who can get here. But we did get off I-70. And Ashley, I was looking to see if there was any new snow reported.
Oh shoot, Trisha, listen, you're like crazy pixelated. Your mouth isn't even moving. I'm gonna come back to you. I want to hear more about what's going on with the updated snow. So hopefully we'll get that signal up and moving and a little bit more clear when we come back to you. But yeah, you can see it like this snow, this Wednesday. It feels more like a Monday, doesn't it? Yeah, Wednesday. Here we are. Okay, December 15th, you are watching VDL. We are going to take a quick break. Hopefully we'll be able to go back to Trisha here shortly over in Vail Village, and then we'll have a look at what's going on with your weather, also your mountain report, and so much more still headed your way on this crazy weather edition of VDL.
Future Foundation empowers families and individuals affected by domestic violence and sexual assault through prevention, crisis intervention, advocacy, and long-term healing services. Join us in making futures bright for survivors in our community.
This is the sound of a gift that keeps it simple. No late-night assembly, no batteries required, no complications. An Omaha Steaks gift is easy to give and a joy to receive. This holiday, give the gift that's simply perfect. Just a little holiday wisdom from Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com/TV to order the perfect gift today for just $99.99, and we'll include 8 additional burgers free.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. All pass prices reduced 20%. Prices go up November 21st, so purchase yours now.
All right, welcome back. VDL in full effect this morning. And, if you are looking for some really cool things to do with your family this holiday season, the Villar Performing Arts Center always has a great lineup. And you can actually pick up, one of their little booklets if you go up to one of the shows. And coming up, they have just some of these things that are so classic. Like they have Charles Dickens, A Christmas Carol, that's going to be coming up on December 20th. Tonight, they have, on the 17th, they have the Dallas String Quartet's Electric Christmas. And then also, one that I'm really looking forward to is Josh Turner, Holiday and the Hits. That's on December 28th. But they still have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shows left in December alone. And then their schedule goes all the way through until April. So great time to go to Villar Performing Arts Center and check out a great show with your entire family. I had a chance to go and see, it was like, oh gosh, it was like the Four Tenors or something a couple years back with my family right at Christmas. And to be able to walk around the ice rink with everything lit up, it's so beautiful. And then obviously you get that great entertainment, and it's such an intimate space. It's just over 500 seats. So anywhere you sit at the Villar, it's going to be a perfect viewing of the stage, and it's just beautiful and so cozy. So make sure to check that out. And then also with Beaver Creek itself, so right now they still only according to their website, they have 2 trails open, they have 2 lifts open, and right now they're running from 9 to 4. Of course, that's will remain to be seen with the wind gusts that we're expecting to see today. But coming up as we go into the next few weeks, we have the Thursday Night Wonder at Beaver Creek. We also have the Beaver Creek Fun Fest. These are great opportunities for you to enjoy complimentary activities with you and your family. A lot of times it's live music. They have some really cool, projects and crafts. And then, of course, they have their New Year's Eve celebration on December 31st. So if you're looking for some fireworks and, again, just a little magical snow globe that you can enjoy it in, Beaver Creek is the place to go. So beavercreek.com/events. And I'm also looking forward to their snowshoe series returning on January 16th. If you haven't been a part of that event before, so well done, so classy, and what a beautiful way to experience the mountain, especially if maybe you're not really into the skiing and snowboarding. It's a great alternative. Now let's go back out. Let's see if Trisha has her signal kind of up and running. And she was stuck on I-70 this morning. Now she's made her way into Vail Village, and things were getting a little. Oh, Trisha, you're there. Hey.
Hey, you guys. All right, I have Shar with us from the Eagle Valley Humane Society, and this is our nonprofit spotlight brought to you by the Slifer Smith and Frampton Foundation. And we thought we'd bring Shar on because guess what? She has an awesome little doggie that you could adopt. And Shar, I know a lot of times people are thinking of maybe getting a pet for Christmas, a present for the family. But there's a lot of things that you need to think about before you commit to getting a pet. And first of all, we should say adopt, don't shop. It's a great way to welcome a new pet into your home.
Yes, no, a lot of people do get pets for friends or families that aren't expected or prepared for a pet. So, it's one thing if mom and dad decide, okay, it's time, we can get a dog for the kids. That's great, but it's really important. We usually get a couple of animals at least each year after Christmas that somebody gave to somebody who
wasn't ready for it.
Yes. Yeah. So it's important, and there's always animals up for adoption. Chance is wonderful. He's 2 years old.
Okay, let's take a look down at Chance here. Hey, buddy. Yeah, so 2 years old.
He's great with dogs. He's great with kids, and he unfortunately lost his family due to some unforeseen circumstances. So he would love a home for the holidays.
Okay, yeah, and so you're fostering him right now.
Yes.
Okay, and really, you got to think about what the commitment is. It's for the life of the pet, and a lot of people, they move to town and they get the flannel shirt and they get a dog, and they don't realize that, hey, you may be working 3 jobs, you may be moving a lot, and it's hard to find rentals that allow pets.
Yes, it is, unfortunately. And so it's important, is this the right time? Do you know where you're going to be for a long time, and not bouncing around to make sure that you can have a pet at this time in your life, because it's really tough on them
If
they have to get rehomed. They don't understand. So
Well, and also you got to think about the breed. Is the breed that you're getting, does it need a lot of exercise, or is it okay? Is it a little more sedentary? You got to think about your lifestyle and how the pet is going to fit into that.
yes, and Chance definitely needs more exercise. He's a little overweight, but he's actually not a super, hyperactive dog. He's pretty easygoing. So for somebody who's less active, he'd be great.
Okay, perfect. And I think that you're kind of low on dogs right now,
We
right?
are, yes. We only have one other in foster care right now, and she's actually picked out. So, it's this time of year, but that can change tomorrow.
Yeah.
We never know what's going to be coming.
And then how about the cats? What do you have for kittens?
We have 3 cats, no kittens right now. But I do know our friends, Eagle County Animal Shelter, they do have a couple of kittens up for adoption as well. So if people are looking, they can give us a call, 328 Pets, and we can, help them find what they're looking for.
Yeah, and having a cat versus a dog, it's a little less maintenance. You're not always out walking the dog. You can go someplace overnight. The cat's gonna be okay.
Right.
So think about that too, and what's gonna fit in with your family's lifestyle.
Yes, exactly. So important.
Okay, all right. Any other holiday tips if people are thinking about getting a pet to put in the box under the tree?
Yes, people need to be careful about food and animals getting into food. A friend of mine, actually a recently adopted dog, actually got into some grapes last night.
Oh no.
So, really pay attention. Grapes and raisins can be really dangerous, even in a small amount. So, watch out for the turkeys and getting those turkey bones and
turkey bones. Those can be very dangerous. Chocolate. Yes. And if you want a house, make sure you talk to the pet owner before you start feeding them table scraps or anything, because that can be hard on their digestive.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, Shar, if we want to find out more, what's your website?
EagleValleyHumaneSociety.org.
Okay. All right. If you want to adopt a little Chance here, he is ready to go. Oh, look at
the camera.
He loves the camera now. Totally. Yeah. So if you're thinking about getting a pet, make sure you think long and hard about the commitment and everything that's necessary. Thank you, Shar, for being our nonprofit spotlight, brought to you by Slifer Smith and Frampton Foundation.
Oh, thank you so much, Trisha and Shar and Chance. Oh my gosh. Can we go back to Chance just one last shot? Because my goodness, he really does love that camera. Oh, Chance, he's available for adoption. He's so cute. All right. Thank you guys so much for that. And also thank you to all of our chat out there first thing this morning. So obviously things have been a little bit hectic. So I just wanted to start bringing it in. So Kenrick is watching from Breckenridge and says flurries here in Breck. So obviously you guys haven't had that squall move through just yet. Also, Diane Ham says, good morning, Megan the Christmas mouse, because Megan is watching. I love that you two are now talking to each other. This makes me so happy. And Megan says, be safe all. The snow looks lovely. It does look lovely driving in it. Definitely another thing. And Trisha, Diane says, hello and be safe out there. Obviously, so glad that she made it over to Vail Village. Vail Skate Supply said that they were also stuck, but also moving now. So I'm curious where you guys are, Vail Skate Supply. What's going on with you now? So hit us up on that chat. Let us know what things look like in your neck of the woods. We'd love to hear from you this morning on this crazy snow squall Wednesday here in the Vail Valley. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Before we do, though, I did want to bring out my lens of the day pick. So basically, this is just me shopping right now. And over at Eyepieces of Vail, they have, not only great goggles, but they have prescription eyewear, they have sunglasses, and they have things that just look real good for a little après ski. But especially on a day like today, when we have those wind gusts that could potentially get up to 50 miles an hour, I'm a sissy about keeping my face covered every day, but especially on a day like today, having a face mask that is seamlessly integrated into your goggles is going to be the way to go. So you can avoid that wind burn on your face, and it's all magnetic, which is amazing. Thank you, Anon. This is the WM2, but look at this. This face mask just pops right in there, and then they also give you another lens, which you can pop out with the magnet. Super easy. So this lens would be perfect for a day like today, where we have kind of that low light, we have some of that flat light that's going to be out there on the slopes. But look at, I mean, super easy, just pops right in, ready to go. And then it also has that, like, the little non-slip grip that you can put on your helmet, so it's going to stay in place and not be moving around. And then of course it has the anti-fog and a little bit more of a low profile, because this is specifically a women's goggle. But you can find so much more at Eyepieces of Vail. They have 7 locations. They have one, not only one, but they have Vail locations. They have Beaver Creek location. They have Edwards, also over in Snowmass, and also they have that 30 years of experience to back up their selection. So stop in and maybe get yourself a little Anon WM2 if you're going to be hitting the slopes today, so you can protect that beautiful face of yours. Okay, now we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have another look at what's happening with your weather, your roads, and so much more here on our Wednesday edition of VDL.
Club One is a pivotal part of the Vail lifestyle, with spacious lockers to store all your gear in a ski-in, ski-out location. Club One is your mountain headquarters, stacked with club amenities and members-only perks. Club One, we're the locals' locker.
Look your best with fashions from the outlets at Silverthorne. Mountains of brands to suit your style, with savings up to 70% off every day. Don't forget to pick up a VIP savings card from the Colorado Welcome Center for even more discounts. Become an Elite Rewards member and earn amazing gifts. Outlets at Silverthorne, located 30 minutes east of Vail, exit 205 on I-70.
Nap Harvest is your marketplace for locally produced products like seasonal organic produce, meats, eggs, dairy, breads, flowers, nap nectars, and more. It's the holidays, and Nap Harvest can help you with all the ingredients to make your holiday meals delicious. Or we have take and bake meals if you're in a rush. Nap Harvest has fabulous gift ideas for everyone on your gift list. Nap Harvest, your indoor farmers market, open 7 days a week in Eagle Ranch.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Live Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
Thank you very much to Live Sotheby's. Let's start off with our mountains first thing this morning. So over at Vail today, you can see, oh, we lost that feed, but we'll go back to that in just a minute. But over at Vail today, they have 33 of their 317 trails open. That's about 10% of the terrain. They also have 7 of 33 lifts. The lifts will start operating at 9 a.m. until 3:30, and thankfully you can see that at least along I-70 and along those surface roads in Vail, things are moving. As far as I'm aware, we still have I-70 eastbound closed over Vail Pass. So ecalert.org is where you can get more of that information, and then they just email those alerts to you, which is great news. Let me just refresh here, make sure it doesn't look like they've updated that at all. But once it does open, just be aware that the traction law will be in effect over Vail Pass. And if you're going to be going to Beaver Creek today, they still have 2 of their lifts out of their 25 and 2 trails open out of 169 according to beavercreek.com, and they will be open from 9 to 4 o'clock today. So with our weather report, we are expecting maybe about 2 to 5 inches out of this particular system, and we could see wind gusts up to 50 miles an hour. So again, that could really impact your skiing and riding, the lifts and the gondolas out there today. And then as we go into this afternoon and into tomorrow morning, we'll have a little bit of a lull. Things will kind of quiet down. And then we have another system that's moving in between Thursday afternoon and Friday morning, and that could bring us an additional 2 to 4 inches. So looking good to see some snow back in the forecast really consistently throughout the rest of this week. And then we clear up for Saturday and Sunday with bright sunshine, temperatures back in the 30s, and maybe by December 23rd, according to opensnow.com, we can see another system moving in. So great to see this snow out there, but just be aware you got to give yourself plenty of extra time in that commute today because wow, the roads are a little crazy out there. I could not see any lines just following that rumble strip all the way from Eagle this morning. And thankfully that squall seems to have calmed down. You're looking out the windows here in Eagleville. I can see clearly across the way. I can see the houses on the hill that's facing us this morning. So visibility has significantly improved from, just 2 hours ago. So that's good news. Okay. So we should talk about ways to kind of warm up this holiday season, especially with snow squalls and a lot of snow in the forecast. Temperatures, diving down into the teens today potentially. And I think, one of my favorite traditions is definitely holiday cookies, right? Because you can make them, you can give them to friends and family. Of course, if they're edible, which some of mine tend not to be, but that is why we have Natalia. She is going to be making some cookies with Trisha and hopefully giving us the right tools to make edible holiday cookies this year. Let's take a look.
If you want to impress your friends and relatives with your artistic ability with your holiday cookies this year, you can do so with the help of Natalia Gray. She's with Gray Atelier, and she's going to let us know how to make your holiday cookies look fantastic. And Natalia, of course, you got to start out with the right cookie and the right thickness. You can handle it, right?
Yep. So today I am using my favorite gingerbread cookies, just for a spirit of the holidays. They have nice color, fun flavor, and they are about 1/8 of inch thick before baking.
And then you bake it. Okay, perfect. And you can use a sugar cookie as well. And then, of course, your frosting selection is important. We're going to be using a royal icing today, and Natalia has that technique in the recipe on the article that accompanies this video. But you want to make sure it's going to be thick enough to hold onto the cookie, right?
Yes, that's right. So consistency is the most important thing about this technique we are doing today. It's called a marbling. So it's a combination of the royal icing with couple drops of a gel food coloring. And this consistency, it's called a 10 seconds. So it takes approximately 10 seconds when you swirl the icing in your bowl before it settles down to nice layer.
All right. And then now we're going to add the color, and you can have different bowls that have, maybe a blue, maybe a green, maybe a red.
Perfect. So you just take a toothpick and you swirl that food coloring around.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Just keep swirling, and fun designs, new occurs every time you make a new swirl.
Okay.
And then you just simply take a cookie, put it upside down, and just...
Wow, you don't even need a knife for this kind of frosting.
No, just throw it in, and then you gently pick it up.
Okay.
Important part is you have to shake it, shake it.
Get the excess off. And there you go.
Then you take it and you tap it on the table a couple times just to help that frosting to kind of evenly layer. And there we go. Masterpiece is ready.
This is easy enough.
Yep.
See, we said all ages could do this. Okay. And then, all right, tap it.
Tap it. Yep, stay pretty low and flat. Perfect.
And flip it over.
Flip it over and tap it on the table a couple times.
There we go. Oh, these are so beautiful.
So much fun.
Yeah, so you could have all the different colors, all different shapes and everything, and you put them all together. Oh, and then you can do the little sprinkles.
Oh yeah,
too.
we can add little sprinkles in the case you don't like your marbling as much. You just hide it with the sprinkles.
With your sprinkles.
They are all just look so much fun, and each piece is unique and great activity for all ages.
All right, so the right consistency, the right thickness of the cookie, the right consistency of the frosting. Make sure you look at the recipe for the royal icing frosting in the article, and follow Natalia on her social media channels, and you can learn how to make other amazing things with cookies.
Subaru and our retailers believe in giving back. That's why, in difficult times, we provided 150 million meals to Feeding America. And now, through the Subaru Share the Love event, we're helping even more. By the end of this year, Subaru will have donated over $225 million to charity. This is what it means to be more than a car company. This is what it means to be Subaru.
This
is the planning effect. This is how it feels to know you have a wealth plan that covers everything that's important to you. This is what it's like to have a dedicated Fidelity advisor looking at your full financial picture, making sure you have the right balance of risk and reward, and helping you plan for future generations. This is the planning effect from Fidelity.
Get more information at ValeYetiHockey.com. Go Yeti!
Okay, before the break, we did a little holiday cookie making. Some of the most beautiful holiday cookies I've seen with Natalia. And so we're going to post a link about how you can make those as well in our chat. So look forward to seeing that here in just a few minutes. But wanted to also take a look at what's going on with the weather out there one more time. So carrots, they've been making heirlooms for over 50 years now in Vail Village. Dan Talene and his entire team are just, they're so great at creating these unique pieces. And then also they represent some beautiful artists like Koji Kawamoto is coming back, and he'll be here right leading up to Christmas. So if you love pearls, Koji is your guy. Okay, looks like traffic is starting to slow up again and build up again as we look at what's happening on the valley floor right around the Lions Head area. You can see that traffic really kind of starting to stack up around that corner. And Vail Pass eastbound is still closed right now because of the inclement weather. And we don't necessarily have an opening time available. So ecalert.org is where we're getting that information from. And yeah, they officially closed I-70 eastbound around 6:45 this morning. So it looks like it's still closed, and now traffic is really starting to back up. So they're directing people off the highway into Vail, into the parking structures. And you can see that we do at least have visibility right now. That squall has, passed on through. That was really, really prevalent around like 7 o'clock this morning, just in time for the whole VDL crew to drive into work. But temperatures will be a little bit chilly today. High is really topping out in the 20s in Vail. It's going to feel a lot more like it's in the teens because of that wind speed. So we could see those winds gusting up to about 50 miles an hour today. And again, that could impact the lifts and the gondolas out there. So just be aware that we could see some things shut down just for safety reasons with those wind gusts. And then we could see, maybe about 2 to 5 inches out of this particular system by later on this afternoon. So that's according to opensnow.com. And then we do dry out a little bit this afternoon and this evening. And then we have another system coming in tomorrow afternoon through Friday morning. That could be another 2 to 5 inches. And then as we go into the weekend, we'll see nice bright sunshine and temperatures warming up throughout the day. So that's a look at what's going on with that weather forecast. But let's go back out to Vail. Trisha is live at the Colorado Ski and Snow Sports Museum with Jen Mason. Good morning, you two. I'm so glad you're safe and sound and inside that cozy museum.
I know. Well, Jen was up early at the gym, so she just came from the gym here to the Colorado Snow Sports Museum. And Ashley, we've got a cool event going on tonight, kind of during the après-ski time. Tell us more about this artist and this little exhibit we've got going on this evening.
We have worked with Annie DeCamp before. She is a local Denver and Aspen-based artist, and now we're teaming up with her. And she has collaborated with Javier Bedell out of Denver. So we're doing an après-ski art show with snacks and complimentary alcoholic adult beverages. And we'll also have some non-alcoholic drinks.
Okay, well, so Annie DeCamp, I remember when she had her show last year.
Mm-hmm.
And so here's kind of her look. And I love this. It's kind of a blend. She's got the American flag, the skier.
She takes an old ski photograph and then puts it on, on a canvas, and then she paints over it.
Okay.
So this is Annie, and we have many of her pieces as well.
Okay, this is kind of the before, and then what Javier does is kind of put this,
shellac, kind of a glossy glaze over it, and then all these amazing splashes of color onto it, and it's just incredible. So it's this amazing collaboration between these two artists. really fun. It makes it way more contemporary and really vibrant and brings it to life.
Well, I love the kind of the vintage photo, the vintage style. But yeah, then you've got this cool wave, a pop of color.
And this looks really cool because he's a snowboarder, so it looks like he's riding the wave, right? Riding the snow wave.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah, and this is really cool. These little blocks are very affordable. They're $40, and then each one goes down as you buy more blocks. And
I love this one.
yeah, and all the funky, cool colors, and they just will look really cool in those very contemporary homes. Just like with the grays and the whites that everybody is now doing. And this is an old ski photograph there, and then you can see them jumping, and then Javier's added all this really interesting depth to it.
Yeah, so they're both going to be here tonight.
Yeah, both artists will be here, which is always so fun. Keep your fingers crossed that the roads stay open.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but they have, I should tell them to leave now.
Yeah.
Because, the event starts at, we'll be ready by 4:30, but, and then we'll stay open a little later tonight till 6:30.
Yeah, and what a great gift to get someone, or to kind of, put a few of these together on the wall, really have some unique art. You're supporting local. Oh yeah, let's
supporting
see this one.
local. I think it's so fun, and like the sides are all fun and painted, and they're beautiful. They're very well made and really fun, and it's always fun to meet the artist and kind of where they get their inspiration from. And we really try to work with Colorado based artists, and the fact that she does all these amazing photographs with old ski photos.
All right. So if you want to come in, and hey, you know what? If you need some holiday shopping, they've got the whole gift shop. I know Ashley, we talk about how much we love coming in here. They have the ornaments. They have the pajamas. They've got all the fun pillows, things for kids, little kids.
Yeah. And so come grab a drink at the Colorado Snow Sports Museum at starting at 4, do a little Christmas shopping, meet some amazing fun artists from our amazing state of Colorado.
Okay, all right. Colorado Snow Sports Museum. We're located right on the top level of the Vail Village parking structure. Ashley, any questions?
Oh, no. I'm so impressed. That looks so cool. I definitely need to come and do some shopping. And also, how does Jen look so gorgeous after going to the gym and then coming to do this interview? Honestly, tell us your secrets, Jen. Tell us your secrets.
Yeah. Curly hair.
Oh, I love it. Nothing like the dedication right here on VDL, right? Like, roads are closed, no big deal. We're going to do it anyway. All right. Thank you so much, ladies. I can't wait to go over and do a little holiday shopping at the Colorado Snow Sports Museum. And what a great opportunity tonight. Again, that's from 4:30 to 6:30. And you can go and get yourself, something special or something special for someone that you love and meet Annie DeCamp. So really, really cool. So glad that we had a chance to talk about that. Now, you know what else is going on, which I'm really excited about, the return of this. We had a lot of things that obviously weren't happening last year, and one of the things that has just made its return is the Vail Yeti hockey team. Now, you may not be aware, but this team is so good. They're so intense. The first time I went to one of the games, I wasn't really expecting much. I'm like, oh, this is just a local hockey team, whatever. No, the crowd gets super excited. The athletes they're so good. And this weekend, they are battling their biggest rival, Breckenridge. And so, with mountain towns, right? Like, they get rowdy, and they definitely have a lot to say to each other, and they have a lot to prove to each other on the ice. But Meredith got all the details about this exciting matchup that's taking place with Vail Yeti. Let's take a look.
Hey there, Meredith Kirkman here with VDL, and I'm currently on Dobson Ice Arena with Vail Yeti hockey players, Brent Sands and Dom Panetta, and there is a big game coming up this weekend. It is their rivalry team. Who are you guys playing this weekend?
We're playing the Breckenridge Vipers. We don't like to say their name because they're such a big rivalry. You can guarantee there's going to be some fights tonight, or on Saturday, I should say. We play one game home, one game away, but Saturday, 7:50, that's the game to be at. There's going to be 1,000 people here. It's going to be rowdy. So expect some blood on the ice, expect some goals, expect some hard hits, and expect a fun time in the stands. So we can't wait to have our fans in the stands.
Well, we got to show up and cheer our local Yeti hockey team. It's so awesome to have a hockey team like you guys, like this caliber of players. You guys are incredible. We've been fans for so long. How long have you been on the team?
This will be my 8th season.
8th season. Wow. So are you looking forward to the game this weekend?
Absolutely. It's
it's always fun playing Breck. If you've ever seen the movie Slapshot, it kind of turns into one of those games, and I'm a bit of an adrenaline junkie, so games like this is just my wheelhouse.
Well, we have to be there Saturday night. They're going to be playing them on Friday, but when we're here at the home game, we're going to be cheering them on. It starts at 7:50.
Yeah, and also on Friday night, the Turtle Bus is going to leave from the Vail Transportation Center. They got 30 spots, so any fans that want to jump on and take the Turtle Bus up and come on back and cheer us on in Breckenridge Friday night, just reach out to Turtle Bus on their Instagram.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to seeing you guys next weekend, and you're going to win.
Yeah, we are.
We'll see you then.
See and be seen. With the eyepieces of Vail, view our curated collection of the best eyewear from around the world. Find your favorite brands and be introduced to new lines of eyeglasses, sunglasses, and goggles. See in style with prescription services done in-house at Eyepieces of Vail. Schedule time with one of our optometrists or get a comprehensive digital eye exam. Our on-site laboratory allows you to get your prescription done quickly so you can get back out there. Eyepieces of Vail, the art of vision.
Treat your dog to delicious, nutritious dog food. Specialty items and high-quality gear for dogs who love to get outside and play. Do-it-yourself dog washing and grooming services now available. Mountain Canine, the dog-friendliest shop in the Vail Valley.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. All pass prices reduced 20%. Prices go up November 21st, so purchase yours now.
All right, welcome back to your Wednesday edition of VDL. I was just checking because after watching Meredith's interview with the Vail Yeti hockey team, I'm so excited about this game against Breckenridge, which I lived over there for about 10 years. So the rivalry is intense, and it's only $10 for tickets. So it kicks off at 7:50 on Saturday night. So for general admission, $10. You can go to VailYetiHockey.com if you'd like to be part of that game. It's so exciting, and it's gonna be a good battle out there. Also, I wanted to mention too that we have a free lantern workshop that's taking place at the Vail Public Library on Sunday, on the 19th. And so it's a 3 one-hour paper lantern workshops with Alpine Art Center. So you can reserve your time either between 12 and 1, 1:30 and 2:30, and 3 and 4. So space is limited, so you want to make sure to reserve your spot. But that's going on over at the Vail Public Library. But really cool, and they're going to be doing some, the ice installation coming up, and that's going to be happening also on the 19th, right by the International Bridge from 4:30 to 6:30 this weekend. So exciting things on hand as we go into the weekend, and also some beautiful weather ahead, but not necessarily for a little while. Although having snow is pretty beautiful, right? It's all brought to you by Beverage, where they have deliciously gorgeous, exquisite pieces of jewelry. They also have their watches. They have exceptional customer service, and they've been doing this since the late 1800s. Now, visibility has significantly improved just since the last time we did the weather, right? So you can see this camera right along the Vail Valley floor, and traffic is at least moving, and especially on those surface roads, that's probably going to be your best bet for today, because we have been seeing already a closure over Vail Pass eastbound this morning. And as far as I'm aware, again, I'm checking to see my EC alerts if things have opened, but we'll be seeing the snow kind of intermittently throughout the day today, and then it'll clear up as we head into the overnight hours. And as far as I know, we still have Vail Pass closed eastbound on I-70. That happened at 6:45 this morning, still in effect. So just be aware that your commute's probably going to be a little bit longer today, and we're going to be seeing those wind gusts potentially up to about 50 miles an hour. And then as we go into tomorrow, things kind of clear up before tomorrow afternoon into Friday morning. We have another system moving in where we could see an additional 2 to 4 inches. So 2 to 5 today, 2 to 4 with this next system on Thursday afternoon into Friday morning. And then we have beautiful sunshine on the way as we go into Saturday and Sunday. So big thank you to Beverage again for this local weather and also your mountain report. So if you're going to be going over to Vail today, they currently have 33 of their 317 trails open, and then they also have 7 of their 33 lifts operating. That's according to Vail.com. According to BeaverCreek.com, they still have 2 trails and 2 lifts operating. All right, so are we looking pretty good over there in Vail? Okay, well, we are going to send things out to Trisha, and she has made her way over to Beveridge with Lance this morning. Good morning, you two. Oh, man. Talk about a beautiful setting.
Oh, good morning. You know what? This will wake you up a little bit of sparkle in the morning. Yes, Lance has brought out all of the goods. So we're going to talk a little bit about these. But before we get to that, we are at Beveridge. Fine jewelry and watches since 1897. Wow, you guys have a big anniversary coming up.
125 years coming up this spring, so it's a big deal. We'll hopefully throw some kind of party.
Okay.
There should be a party, right?
Well, yes, definitely, definitely. And you know what? It's really neat to hear the history and how this company started out east.
It started out east, started in actually the UK, and in 1897 came to Manhattan, started their first store there on Fifth Avenue. Mid-1900s moved to the suburbs of Greenwich, Connecticut, and the family has been there since. So since Greenwich, Connecticut, there's also now Aspen and Vail included in the store combination. So they've done a little expansion into some pretty great markets, we think. So.
Yeah, oh, awesome. And you've been busy. I know even during the off season,
Busy
you guys
during
been
the
busy.
off season. It's been a crazy last year and a half ride for us, and we've been very fortunate and very lucky here. So very good.
And you have some estate jewelry, which I think is so interesting to think about the stories. You have some of the biggest names in the jewelry and watch world.
Again, we're very fortunate. We have great estate collections. Terry Beveridge is just fascinated with estate jewelry, so I have actually some here as well. But we also have incredible relationships with some of the best diamond dealers in the world, and that is what I'm showing off today.
Okay,
sure.
Diamonds.
I don't know if we want to talk about every single piece here because I could go on and on and on forever. But I do kind of, diamonds are one of my passions. I find them very interesting just because of, the millions of years that are in these trays alone here is pretty incredible to create these pieces. And we have a very nice selection going into the holiday, and we have some great whites and some great yellows. But within the whites, first and foremost, we have some incredible collections of different cuts. We have a marquee cut, kind of that very traditional cut there. We have a beautiful oval cut. This is an 8.88 oval cut diamond. Here is an example of a little over 7 carat emerald cut, probably one of the most classic cuts you see, a very different cut compared to all the rest, which are brilliant cuts. This here is an 8.88 round brilliant diamond. Wow. Now, why is this one so incredibly special? This is a D, which is the best you can get in colors, completely colorless, and it's internally flawless.
Oh, wow.
So this piece is as close to a perfect diamond as you're going to get.
Okay.
Of course, perfect diamonds have a perfect price tag as well.
Sure they do.
So that's a pretty special one there. And then within the world of diamonds, they come in all different colors, and we have a great colors here as well. We have a sizable, a little over 12 karat cushion, fancy yellow. Everything is referred to fancy in the world of color diamonds. It could be fancy blue, fancy pink, fancy purple, fancy red. We have a collection of fancy yellows here. And all of these are fancy yellow or fancy intense yellow. This one, you have 17 karat oval.
Wow.
With a halo on it, because why wouldn't you just
Why? Yeah,
let's
just add more diamonds. Diamonds surrounded by diamonds.
That's what just makes sense, right?
Yes.
Now, this one that you have here is pretty interesting. This is an old mine cut, cushion cut diamond. So this was probably cut around late 1800s, early 1900s. This is an estate stone. The setting has been updated, but it's a very unique cut. You can see how interesting that cut is compared to everything else that we have. It's an old antique cut. The facets are very sporadic. This was all hand done, obviously. It's got a cut culet, so it's a very interesting stone that you will not find, or if you do find, there will not be many of them out there. So as far as uniqueness goes, that one nails down the unique factor there for sure.
Okay. Oh my gosh, they're all just stunning. And Ashley, if you could see these in person, just amazing color, the brilliance, and these settings are just so gorgeous too. They're equally as gorgeous as the stone.
Absolutely, all set in platinum. We try to do the settings to help just really set off the diamond. It's not about the setting. We kind of want the settings to go away, but or do enough to just to set off the center stone. So there's not a lot happening as far as settings. You want as much light getting into that stone as possible to get the brilliance to happen. That's why these settings are somewhat minimal compared to what you'll see.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, it's just amazing diamonds here, but we've got so much more. What are your hours?
So we are here 10 to 6 pretty much every day through like Christmas. We are closed Christmas and the day after Christmas, but come here 10 to 6. We're located at the Solaris right next to the ice rink right out there.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Lance.
Of course. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Lance and Trisha. Okay, so I'm taking it. So 10 a.m., round, brilliant cut, fancy yellow, 17 karat with a halo. I'm going to go ahead and just send this along to Tom so that he's aware. Thank you so much, Lance. That just jaw-dropping. It was so gorgeous, you two. I love it. Thank you for that. My goodness, right? Beverage. No wonder they've been around for 125 years almost, right? Absolutely gorgeous. So if you haven't been in before, stop in, say hello to Lance and his entire team. Again, they open at 10 o'clock this morning. Okay, we're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll be closing out this Wednesday edition of VDL, so don't go anywhere.
Treat your dog to delicious, nutritious dog food. Specialty items and high-quality gear for dogs who love to get outside and play. Do-it-yourself dog washing and grooming services now available. Mountain Canine, the dog-friendliest shop in the Vail Valley.
A good night's sleep can be harder to achieve at altitude. Altitude Control Technology's whole room oxygenation system scientifically simulates a lower altitude, no matter how high your mountain home may be. Increased oxygen levels facilitate better sleep and help to alleviate fatigue. The result is more energy, better mood, clarity of mind, and recovery from exercise. Contact Altitude Control Technology for a free consultation and start sleeping better after one night in your oxygenated room. The Ice Spectacular returns to Dobson Ice Arena in Vail on December 23rd. View the amazing ice skating talent from Olympic, World, International, Team USA, and other seasoned professionals, including Mirai Nagasu, 2018 Olympic medalist and U.S. national champion. This 90-minute show will provide high-energy entertainment for the whole family. More information and tickets are available online at vailskatefest.com.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. All pass prices reduced 20%. Prices go up November 21st, so purchase yours now.
Okay, that's going to just about wrap things up for this Wednesday edition of VDL. Of course, with the weather moving in and the roads being snow-packed, give yourself plenty of extra time out there today. Vail Pass is still closed eastbound, and then we also are going to be seeing those wind gusts potentially up to 50 miles an hour today. So if you can avoid being on the roads, highly recommend it. By far, like top 10 worst commutes to work I've ever had in the 20 years that I lived in Colorado. And I believe that Trisha would concur with me on that. I'm so glad, Trisha, that you made it safe over to Vail Village this morning. And oh, that wind is picking up. Speaking of that.
Yes, it is. And you mentioned, 50-mile-per-hour gusts. We could see 80-mile-per-hour gusts on the eastern plains of Colorado today. So this storm, fast and furious, grew pretty quickly, and by this afternoon should taper off. And Ashley, when I looked at the snow totals for both Vail and Beaver Creek, they reported 0. So I think the snow started to fall after that snow stake reading was taken, right around 5:30 in the morning. So we'll see some snow accumulations into March.
That's right. Okay, you're starting to break up a little bit, so we'll let you go get back here safely. Thank you so much, Trisha, for braving the roads and getting stuck in traffic first thing and reporting live from your car. I mean, seriously, like the dedication of the VDL team. Love it. All right, have an amazing Wednesday. Get back here safely. And to all of you who are watching, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Again, you can always find us on Facebook, on YouTube, on Amazon Fire, on Spotify, on Roku, on Apple TV, and also on Outside TV Channel 17. So thank you for joining us on this Wednesday edition. We'll be back live at 7:30 tomorrow with VDL.